there was an author in my show who's written a book about this wave of the third wave of Indians leaving the country. The first wave were the indentured laborers who left. Then came the 70s when the tech guys who went to the Middle East or who went to America, wo chale gaye the. And now we are talking about sons and daughters of billionaires who are leaving India. And he's written an entire book in which he's explained, of course, I was not agreeing with some of the things, but there is data to prove that some of them just don't want to be part of the billion-dollar companies that their parents have created, their father or their mother have created, and they want to live in, and they don't want to live in the gated colonies of Delhi or Bombay or Chennai or whatever, because once you get out of the gated colonies, then it is craziness, that they don't want to that. They want that suburban lifestyle. Good for them. Jana hai jao. My thing is jao. I don't care. Go. If 200,000 Indians want to leave India in 2025, go. मेरे को क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Those who are here are invested in this country. So I just want that those who are here shouldn't be self-loathing. And if they are self-loathing, they should not be part of the decision making in this country.
Absolutely. You know what, Saigal Sahab, what my worry is? If I hate my country so much, and if I'm the Prime Minister, and as leader of opposition, I'm sharing national security matters with you, what guarantee do I have that you will not open your mouth? What guarantee do I have that you will? So that's my problem.
Yeah.
In fact, my appeal through this podcast to Narendra Modi would be disband the cooperation that you are having with the leader of opposition. Because he is not opposing the BJP. Today, Rahul Gandhi is opposing India, Indianness and the idea of India. And that is unacceptable. And I, as a citizen, have the right to request my Prime Minister to stop all engagement where matters of national interest or national fiscal authority are concerned. He doesn't need to engage with him. If this is what the man thinks of us, we don't need to engage.
Yeah.
I will. I'm a citizen and I'm mad.
Opposition is important. The opposition is important for any democracy. If we are to remain a democracy, opposition is important. Whether it is BJP or it is Congress.
But oppose on ideas, sir.
It is Akhilesh. The point is the opposition is important, so you have to engage with it. The opposition has to start behaving. And I am not a BJP man or a non-BJP man or anything of the sort. This nonsense in Parliament was started during BJP period.
Yes.
So they are the ones who said walk out, हम काम नहीं करने देंगे, हम शोर मचाते रहेंगे. Earlier to that, this never happened.
Yeah.
So they are now facing the same.
You remember they said it's the government's job to run Parliament.
Facing the same music, which they have themselves created. So I will now say that no. You must engage with the opposition. I will not talk of Rajiv Gandhi or anything of the sort. There is an opposition.
No, Rajiv Gandhi is not there.
Opposition has many sensible people. It is not that the opposition has all, this is one family. There are other people in the opposition. You engage with them.
Okay.
At least your ministers should engage with them. And so that the democracy remains. We don't want tomorrow to become a dictatorship of Modi or anybody. So you should now have a democracy where the people have a right, but people are also involved. I am again saying this. The RWA scheme will be successful if you give legal statutory powers to the RWA. Give them statutory power. Jurmana lagaye. Kutte ko le jao rahe ho.
That's a good point.
I am going to fine you.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.